Tottenham. It was an incredible homecoming for Gareth Bale in the way he didn't imagine at all. He comes on the pitch with Spurs leading 3-0, cruising towards victory, and 20 minutes later they're somehow on the end of a 3-3 draw. And he did have that moment to be the big match winner, to claim that moment on his second debut, broke free, jinked his way into the penalty area, and it was presented for him to make it 4-2, but managed to drag his shot wide, and it would prove so costly, as with almost the last kick of the game then. Lanzini goes and grabs a point for West Ham, but this was a game that Spurs looked to have sewn up long before Gareth Bale came on, and just adds to the unusual occasion. Obviously, he's announced as returning onto the pitch, 72nd minute. There's no crowd in here to give him that big welcome back, and in the end it all ends very gloomily for him.
Now, of course, this is not maybe the great debut he wanted to, but let's talk about, from a strategic point of view for Spurs, what kind of addition such a player will bring to the squad.
It's very interesting that Jose Mourinho was determined not to start Gareth Bale today. He didn't think it would send out the right message for the rest of the squad that Bale returns and is immediately inserted into the starting lineup. So yes, it meant he had to wait for his chance to come on until the 72nd minute, and of course we'd seen the attacking threat that Spurs already had in those opening 60 minutes. In fact, in 48 seconds, when Harry Kane released Son Heung-min to get the first goal, then Son returned the favour to allow Kane to double things, and then Kane scored again. So it looked like, actually, unlike when Bale left 7 years ago, everything wouldn't be reliant on him to make that impact up front and to actually be the match winner. But of course, Spurs did not take the opportunities to extend the lead or to hold on to the win, and that's the psychological, the mindset issues that Jose Mourinho has talked about holding on to protect the 3 points. Just 3 weeks ago we were here when they were leading against Newcastle and then conceded that, albeit contentious, last minute penalty and drew then. But of course that was followed by big wins for Spurs in the League Cup against Chelsea, in the Europa League as well, and of course before the international break a 6-1 humiliation of Manchester United that really looked like Tottenham might have turned a corner and be actually a ruthless force, but they couldn't repeat it again today.
Do you share some fans' excitement about the Gareth Bale, the galleon that this team can challenge for trophies this season?
Yeah, I think what we saw with Gareth Bale when he did come on, he was not responsible for the collapse. It was not his own goal. That was Davinson Sanchez that made it 3-2. And we saw the way that he managed to jink his way into the penalty area, cutting past defenders in from the right. Just how Spurs fans would remember the way he could terrorise opposition defences from 7 years ago. It was just his finishing that really let him down. Of course, he's not played that much this year. When La Liga resumed in June, he only played about 100 minutes for Real Madrid. Then his last games were for Wales just over a month ago in the international break, and then he had to regain match fitness after securing the loan move back here. But what he does do, of course, is give Jose Mourinho yet another attacking option, particularly when so much of the burden in recent years has fallen on Harry Kane and Son Heung-min in that search for goals.